Welcome to The Snack, a lighter serving of Girls Gotta Eat.
This is a Dear Media production.
Enjoy.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Happy 1 week until Thanksgiving.
Oh my God, here we go.
Well, next week I'm not going to be able to mention it, okay? So I'm getting it in.
Our full Monday episode's all Thanksgiving.
Okay, but like they'll follow the episode for the second. I'm not going to be able to talk about it as much.
Just pretend it's Thanksgiving Thursday. Sabrina can live in it. You got it in 2 weeks this year.
Yeah, but you're not going to let me do it for the second. I know you're not. And I'm not going to have anything to say because we're recording this episode for the second before I go to London.
You can do whatever you want. But yes, you'll have nothing to say because it'll be in advance.
What are you going to say?
Anyway, yes, 1 week till Thanksgiving. Thankful sometimes for things.
Sometimes.
Well, we'll talk about it Monday. We're going to talk about being thankful and stuff on Monday. But for this episode, we're just going to keep it light, keep it fun. We have a lot to discuss. Yes, I'm going to really try to get through all this.
Everything has happened in the world.
Everything's happening. It's all happening.
Well, let's thank our partners and we'll get into it. Thank you to Robinhood Gold. Get the privileges of high net worth for any net worth for $5 a month at robinhood.com/gold. And AG1, get a free bottle of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/GGE.
Yes, and thanks to True Classic. Shop True Classic's holiday sale at trueclassic.com/GGE and Fresh Direct. Get $50 off your first order at freshdirect.com with code GGE.
I never thought we'd kick it off with this.
We are kicking it off with a bear report.
Lots happening in bear news.
So excited. Okay, so we love an animal report. Can I just say before we even get into bears, how is Mudang still the number one animal on the internet?
Every day when I hear about Mudang, I'm like, I can't believe we're still doing
this.
It's
every day. She's still my explore page. For people who said she had her 15 minutes, it's long-lasting fame.
It to 30.
Someone went and saw her and like tagged me in their story. I was like, I'm honored.
That's a funny journey to make. I made a pilgrimage to see Ashley's hippo.
But then when it's on my explore page, I don't know who's Mudang and who's not. Because my explore page is so many pygmy hippos and I'm like, which one's even her? Because you could just
I would never
cosplay.
I would absolutely not know.
People could just be doing these accounts. It's not even really her, but everyone's just going to think it's her because they don't know another pygmy hippo.
Yeah, they're like, prove it. You don't know.
Okay.
Well, this first headline comes to us from NBC News. Person dressed in a bear costume fakes attack on cars for insurance payout, California officials say. So this happened. It was 4 people in Southern California. They were arrested and accused of insurance fraud after they claimed their cars were trashed by a bear, which was actually just a person in a bear costume. And I will say the costume was great. Their performance as a bear, less great.
Yeah. So there's video footage of this, security cam footage of this person just opening the door. Just I don't know. I've seen but bears have to get into cars. I've seen them in a human-like way almost open the door, but they definitely still don't open a car door like a human. The cars were luxury cars, a Rolls Royce for one. So the main one they're talking about is a Rolls Royce. So, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this that a group of people sat around and were like, you know what would be so awesome if we had you this is like drunk people or high people sitting around one night at their ski chalet and be like, okay, Raina, hear me out. You're going to dress up like a bear and you're going to break into our cars and then we're going to get money from it. And then you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh my God, remember last night?
A crazy
when
idea.
We were blacked out and we said Raina should dress up like a bear, but they actually did it.
So yes, I think that this is a group of friends.
People. Yes,
it's a group of people. They decide they're going to all do this.
Rich people, by the way.
So if you can afford a Rolls Royce, a Mercedes G63, and a Mercedes E350, you have money. What are we committing insurance fraud for if you can afford a Rolls Royce Mercedes?
These people are criminals and they need to be investigated further. I'm sorry, if you are rich and you're still thinking about committing insurance fraud and someone dressing up in a bear costume, they need to look into all of those people.
They all got together and bought this on Amazon. I really don't understand it. These are some of the most expensive cars in the world, and your average person can't afford them. So is this this is how we stay rich?
Right.
Is the insurance fraud?
And I need to know, in my soul, I wonder if this was all done drunk. If it was all day drinking and they were like, let's order a bear costume. And then they did it drunk too. And they were looking out the windows, look at him go. Like, look at Raina in that Rolls Royce. And then there was just like nail scratches along the leather. Like any expert, it couldn't be me, but would know that it wasn't damage done by a real bear.
Well, okay. So if you see that, you guys look this up online and also go to our YouTube and you can see the images, but it's a bear costume. And then on top of that, the fake bear was holding these fake claws. Like he brought props into the car. Like there are sort of claws attached to the bear costume, but then there's these like finger claws that they brought into the car. And if you watch, yes, I guess bears have to like open a car door and they can kind of
It takes them a while to get into cars. I've watched videos of bears getting into cars.
But when he gets in the cars, when he stops acting like a bear, he just started like fidgeting with the dashboard.
He plays the radio.
It's crazy. It looks like he's just like sort of dusting off the dashboard.
He's taking a call.
Also, how much could you make from this scheme?
Right.
Like you're just scratching up the leather and you just go to like an auto body shop and it's a couple $1,000s.
This is an insane scheme. I would watch a Netflix documentary about it. Like I really want to see this.
You guys, you couldn't, all you Mercedes and like Rolls Royce owners, you couldn't think of like a better way to make money. You guys all put your Mercedes brains together and you were like, bear costume.
What if they did this before and it worked?
It's just like
what
a
if
ring.
This is not their first rodeo?
How did they get caught?
Investigators showed the videos to a biologist who said it was clearly a human in a bear suit, the insurance department said.
Well, this is a huge insurance claim.
Yes.
This is $142,000
Exactly.
claim.
So, of course, they're going to investigate it. Like, I'm sorry. I'm also sure the insurance company was like, I doubt it. I doubt a bear got into 4 cars. Like, sometimes bears get into cars. I've seen it happen. I'll go down like a bear hole of bear videos. I love bears so much. You know me. I'm like,
bear hole?
If I got killed by a bear, she died doing what she loved. You know, like if the last thing I see before I die is like a bear coming at me, I went out the way I wanted to. I love bears so much. Like we never saw a bear on our trips this year. Like there was always like, watch out for bears. I'm like, where are they? Like I went to Canada, we went to Wyoming, never saw one. It's whatever.
You have bear dysmorphia. You think they're like cute and they will murder you.
I cannot believe they're dangerous. I cannot believe bears are dangerous. When you look at them, I'm like, I do not believe that it would kill me.
I love videos of people that like the bear wanders into their garage and they're like trying to get away from it and they are terrified.
Yeah.
A bear will murder you.
That's hard to believe.
Anyways, I mean, it's so crazy to me that all 4 of you that can be linked to each other have decided to all submit these claims about one rogue bear.
Yeah. Oh, and then it was the wrong type of bear. So the only wild bears in San Bernardino Mountains or anywhere else in the state are black bears.
They made up the wrong kind of bear.
They can also be brown. Right. They should have researched.
These people are so
And
stupid.
you know, when it's black, fight back. When it's brown, lay down. Just letting you guys know.
That's a little rhyme.
Okay, so I have to give Tessa credit with our next headline because we wanted to do a bear report, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny to do a bear report? But what else could we include in it? We need at least 2 headlines to do a report. That's our rule. And Tessa said, "What about the Jeremy Allen White lookalike contest?" I was like, that is the most brilliant thing. This is my favorite report. Jeremy Allen White, the star of the Bear.
So these lookalikes contests have gotten more popular. We had Timothy Chalamet in New York, in Washington Square Park, and now in Chicago, where the show takes place, we have the Jeremy Allen White Chicago lookalike contest. 50 people showed up. People like really looked like him. The guy who won, I mean, it's like I thought it was him.
So the thing about Jeremy Allen White is like he is like ugly hot. So some of the people were just ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's not it. People love ugly hot, right? Like, but I'm saying when you're ugly hot, people are gonna look like you that are just ugly.
Okay, I have to say, as a long time, like I've been like juiced up about Jeremy Allen White. Like he turned me on his lip so much in
Shameless.
And Shameless. Like I've always been really turned on by him. Okay. I didn't realize he was ugly hot. I was just his energy is sexual.
Wait, is he not? Sorry, he's rodent.
He's rodent.
He's rodent boyfriend.
But like the implication of rodent boyfriend is that it's not good looking.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's not technically ugly hot.
Well, the implication of rodent is
ugly
calling
hot.
you ugly.
Okay, yeah.
And I guess he's not like a traditionally good-looking guy. Like I don't know that everybody would, but like he in the show Shameless, his character like has so much rizz. Like it's
the rizz.
He's so sexy. He could get my panties to drop any second.
So this guy won, and they like there's a photo of him like lifting him up, you know, in the air, and he won what, like a pack of Marlboro Lights or something.
He's like that,
like some big prize money.
Well, who would even sponsor the prize money? That would be like, who would it be sponsored by? It was $50 and a pack of Marlboro Reds that he won.
Did you see the picture of Jeremy Allen White with brown eyes?
No.
a jump scare if I've ever seen one. So he's playing Bruce Springsteen in this upcoming biopic.
right.
Raina, I'm sorry, but like when I saw the photo
In a what?
come across my desk, it was just like, this is wild to see. And it was wild to see, but it took me a minute for my brain to register why it looked so insane. And it was obviously because his eyes are his blue eyes. But I was like, oh my God, that's so
would take me a
weird to
while.
see. Yeah, it was like crazy to see.
Did you say biopic?
Biopic? Biopic. I kind of like that. Biopic is another word. It's about your eyes.
Oh, like biopsy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, guys, I am cancer free. If you were wondering, people asked. I got 2 moles removed on election day, and unlike what happened that day, I had a good outcome, and they're benign.
Yeah.
But to your point about these lookalike contests, I saw a Zayn Malik one.
Oh,
yesterday,
really?
And then
There was a Dev Patel one too in San Francisco.
Dev Patel, let me hit that one up.
Why is
That's
this
funny
like
because I feel like my fiance looks like Zayn Malik and Dev Patel. People say he looks like Zayn Malik. Sometimes he gets that.
I can't. Okay, I see it. Why is this like the newest, hottest trend?
I think it's hilarious.
It's so wholesome.
But the Zayn Malik one, they asked him, they were like, what's your favorite One Direction song? And he like didn't really have one. But then I wanted to ask you, who would you want to see? Obviously Dave Bautista probably.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I'm so in love with Dave Bautista, and I would love to go to like a Dave Bautista lookalike competition because I would like be into everybody there. What a dream.
To your point. Oh, somebody with like a crazy body I'd like to see. Like The Rock. The Rock. The Rock.
Like hundreds of The Rocks just in a park. You go shopping for your next boyfriend.
Yes, like I like the idea that people would be trying to look like body wise because it would just be fun to see. Like, I don't know, somebody who's super tall even would be fun to see who showed up.
Who would you want to say?
I honestly am kind of with you with this Dave Bautista The Rock thing where like I just want to see the like dudes that think they have that body. I think that'd be funny. Like, I guess I care less about the face. Like, I'd love to see a bunch of fucking jacked dudes just thinking they look like The Rock.
That's so funny.
I think I'm gonna
you
pick
could
The
just
Rock.
go down to like Venice Beach and there's like Muscle Beach, you know, and they're all just like hanging out.
Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell lookalike. That would be the biggest insult to tell somebody they should enter. Can
you imagine?
What if you were just like a girl?
Hey,
like, what if someone was like, you know what? You kind of.
You just had no chin. That's how you tell somebody to get a chin implant.
Somebody told you, like, you kind of look like. Has anyone ever told you kind of look like Mitch McConnell?
What if somebody was like, do you have any plans this weekend? Because I heard about this thing, and I think that you would be like just a shoo-in for it. And somebody was like, it's the Mitch McConnell lookalike contest.
Everybody's just almost dead.
No chins. There's not a chin in sight.
People just bring their turtle.
Plastic surgeons show up. They're just like, anybody need a chin implant? That's where they shop for new patients.
This giant turtle just wins. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Well,
sometimes I see a headline and I'm like, I don't have anything to say about this. And then I'm like, we'll get there.
We'll get there. Okay. So speaking of hot short kings, backing up to Jeremy Allen White, we do have some news about Sabrina Carpenter, two short hotties, Sabrina Carpenter and Marcelo Hernandez, which we will discuss, but they are a perfect couple to me. They're giving bed chem. Like, they are really,
totally.
Like, I'm shipping them.
She has really upped the sexiness. I have never been more devastated that I missed her in LA this weekend. Christina Aguilera did her show. There's so many celebs there. She was like miming giving blowjobs on her knees on the stage.
Yeah.
I mean, she is just, she's the fucking best. And we love him. I mean, he is wonderful and so funny. He's a friend of ours.
So let's back up and we'll talk about what happened. So basically at her concert, she arrests someone for being too hot. And they're like a plant. They're in the front. It was Jack Antonoff the other night I saw. So Marcelo Hernandez, who is on SNL, comedian and, you know, a friend of ours, he has a character named Domingo that took off that he plays this, you know, Latin guy on SNL. And so he was the character Domingo and he was, you know, front row at the concert and she like arrests him for being too hot. But then, I mean, they were both posting photos like backstage, like all over each other. I mean,
so cute.
you know, playing it up.
Yes.
But I was like, what a couple.
But I mean, this skit went so viral.
Oh,
The skit with Ariana Grande that he did, and he was like reprising it this week also. And his quote is so funny. So when Carpenter asked if he had anything he wanted to say before getting arrested, Domingo riffed on Espresso, and like the parody to include the singer's name came all the way. Had to explain direct from Domingo. Sabrina's a friend. She's like my sis, but I would hook up though. That just sounds like something he would say anyway.
He's got the riz for sure.
Totally.
Yeah. He dated another pop star that I don't know if it ever. I'm not going to say. He told me privately, but I don't know if it ever was talked about.
She likes the shorties.
Yeah.
I really see it.
Well, and then I was like, is she even single? And then Tessa said Barry put him in the Bear Report. So we kind of still are in the Bear Report, but they're off and on, her and Barry Keoghan.
I think like every other week there's like another story that they broke up and then you see them together in New York and then they're not together. And I think that it's a situationship.
Okay.
Even celebrities have situationships.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm really feeling this, and I feel like he'd be so fun for her to date.
And then another pop star quick update is Beyoncé is going to perform Cowboy Carter songs for the first time during the NFL halftime show on Christmas. So it is going to be the Baltimore Ravens versus the Houston Texans, her hometown, at NRG Stadium. NRG. Do you think she's going to be like NRG?
Yes, of course she is.
Perfect.
That's like one of my favorite songs.
Yes. And the Mute Challenge. But since when are football games on Netflix? Is this like am I out of the loop? I know football games are streaming, but I did not know Netflix was doing football games. Did you?
So, okay, I'm just deep into the culture, but I think it's that the NFL has started to allow other networks to stream. So, the NFL's been on Amazon the last 2 years.
Oh, I know they've been doing all this streaming stuff.
Yeah. So, I think that it's just that the NFL as an organization has allowed other people to stream their stuff now. So I'm sure Netflix paid big bucks for this. I mean,
yeah, but is it going to be elsewhere too? Like, is it going to be on ABC or NBC too? Or is like Netflix got the rights to this exclusively?
I don't know, because when Amazon does it, Amazon has the rights to it exclusively, and you need like an Amazon Prime account.
That's what I'm saying. I just think it's really interesting.
I'm trying to see.
The whole game has changed when it comes to this, and I have mixed feelings about it for sure. It says Netflix is live streaming the game.
It's live streaming the game.
4:30 Eastern Time, Christmas Day. What a Christmas gift. We will be watching. All right, well, guys, I mean, we're looking. We like to do our research ahead of time, but I can't seem to find this. So I'm very confused about it. So let us know in the comments.
It is worthy of Netflix to me. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm really excited. I love these halftime shows. Dallas always puts a ton of energy into it as well. So this is another Texas team, obviously, for Christmas.
Yes, I'm super excited about this. We'll be together. We'll be watching. First time she's doing Cowboy Carter songs, which is huge. And then Shabuzi is doing the halftime show on Thanksgiving Day. The first one, I think. The whatever one's at like 1:30. But is it Detroit maybe? I don't know. I'm a Detroit fan, Lions fan. But anyway, so Shabuzi is going to do a halftime show on Thanksgiving Day, which I love that.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, so we have some fun halftime entertainment this holiday season.
I think it's really smart, by the way, to do this because, I miss so many Steelers games because we're always on the road or we're here and it's not streaming. And I love when these things get streamed on like Netflix or Amazon because I actually can fucking watch it.
Right, that is true.
What a dream. So,
okay.
All right.
Okay, well, we are just going to take a quick break and then we're going to talk about a scandal that has rocked
our lives.
One corner of the internet. One very specific All right, I'm going to tell you guys about True Classic. True Classic is men's clothing. So if you are a man listening, this is for you. If you are not a man and you are interested, this is going to be great for gifting. So I really, really like this. It's just going to be some like really nice, like premium basics that are going to have a really nice fit, versatile enough for everything on the agenda this fall and winter. And I was on their site and I was really perusing and seeing what I was going to get for my fiance. And I'll tell you guys, so he loves a slim chino. Like he does not wear a baggy pant. Like he'll do a jogger, but he just doesn't even really wear jeans that much. He's like a
fitted ass man.
Slim chino pant, right? So they have a slim chino pant in an array of colors. I got him the black, and then they have these classic tees, which are great. So I got him this classic tee 3-pack, comes in 3 different colors, and then they just have these really great sweaters. I mean, they have like Henleys, like all different types of shirts. But I got him this marled crew neck sweater in this light heather gray. It's gorgeous. I mean, if you are a guy who wants to dress better or you just want your man to dress better, like this is a great place to start. Just really great fitting, basic, neutral colors and just stuff that's going to look really good and elevate their wardrobe, honestly. So I think my fiance Sparkle Eyes dress is great, but this is exactly the kind of stuff that he's into and you can mix and match. There's activewear, moisture wicking, quick dry, odor control, 100% perfect fit guarantee, easy returns. We love an easy return. Trusted by over 4 million customers and 200,000 plus reviews. And again, it's just going to be these like perfect fitting, perfect looking essentials. Makes the perfect gift for the men in your lives because the men in your life need this. Shop True Classics ultra comfortable, perfect fitting essentials and get the perfect gift. And right now you can unlock big savings during their huge holiday sale. So if you're ready to do him a favor and upgrade his closet, head to trueclassic.com/GGE. That's trueclassic.com/GGE. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. End the year with holiday cheer thanks to True Classic.
All right. So something that I have worked into my daily routine for years now since they became a partner is AG1. I drink it in the mornings. You can put it in a protein shake or a smoothie. I put it in really cold water. I like to drink it after a workout. It just makes me feel like I'm doing something really good for my body and I'm ready to take on the day. Normally, I need a lot of coffee to keep up with my life, but after drinking AG1, you realize you have all this energy and need less coffee to power your day. So 97% of people in a research study felt more energy after 30 days of drinking AG1, and 91% of participants noticed they needed less coffee after 60 days of drinking AG1, which we love to see and hear. And it really is all about your microbiome. It supports gut microbiomes. The gut support is a key factor in immune support. So did you know that 70% of your immune system lives in your gut? And in a research study, AG1 has shown to double the amount of healthy bacteria in your gut. I mean, we just love it. And the taste is great, and I've kept up with it. And it's just a really easy routine to just work into your day to day. If there's one product I trust to support my whole body health, it's AG1, and that's why we've partnered with them for so long. It's easy and satisfying to start your journey with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/GGE. That's drinkag1.com/GGE. Check it out.
Okay, so the Stanley Cup LoveShackFancy scandal, which you guys may not even know about. This is pretty niche.
This really took our world by storm. And by our world, I mean me and Ashley. A friend of ours, Taylor, introduced this to us.
You guys can follow her. She's such a good follow. Her name's Taylor Frost. Her Instagram it's kind of tough, but we'll put it up on the screen. Frost_bite. And we're obsessed with her. And she's just like she's great commentary on pop culture, fashion, red carpets, all that type of things.
Yes. And she has a highlight up about this right now. So basically what happened was Stanley Cup released a collab with LoveShackFancy. And these giant Stanley Cup water bottles, they're beautiful. They have flowers on them. There's a pink one and a blue one. They released the collab and within seconds it sells out and women were pissed. Carrying torches. I mean, when I saw the comments on the Instagram post, every single Karen was like, I need answers and I want them now. People were so mad at these two companies as though they had personally violated their rights as a human being.
Yes, like I didn't see people this mad after the election. Like I didn't see people this mad after they didn't get Taylor Swift tickets.
It was the epitome of they need to apologize to me. People talking about, I was in line for 45 minutes. You were sitting at your computer. Don't talk about being in line. You weren't even outside. And people are talking about how it was like them and their husband and their kids had this pulled up on their computers, their cell phones, everything, just multiple pages ready to go. I don't know how anybody even got this, by the way.
Okay, so a couple comments. This is on Taylor's highlight. I am going to continue making noise until I am heard. I am so upset about this. What are you going to do for all of us who were failed by your faulty system? You better sleep with an eye open, Stanley.
I actually can't believe you aren't talking about the election.
It was like right after.
I will not stop making noise until we all get our rights back.
And then Taylor put this on her highlight. It was an actual person named Becky. She said, I'm not buying another cup until Stanley makes this drop right. I'm sure you will. You absolutely will.
Also, like, people are acting as though there's no alternatives to this product, right? Like, this is not a medical device. It's not something people are depending on for their health and safety. I mean, it's a cup.
I mean, I want to tread lightly.
You do?
No, when it comes to the people's obsession with Stanley, because I find it completely bonkers. I find it completely insane.
Don't tread lightly. This is crazy.
Oh, I know. But like, in terms of when you love something so much, how you like want that special thing. I think it's insane to collect these. They're supposed to last forever. That's their whole thing. Like, this is supposed to be sustainability, and people have hundreds of them. It's actually crazy.
It's really
like,
funny.
it's overconsumption at its finest. Like, it's actually so insane. And it's the craziest marketing story of all time. These have been around for 110 years. They were marketed towards the working class, towards outdoorsy people, and then they start marketing to women, and it went fucking bananas. And I'm like, so like enthralled with the whole story from the marketing standpoint. But like, collecting these cups, I mean, people are so obsessed. Like, I am not this obsessed with anything, and I have tried to get various like drops, like
right,
and they've gone wrong, and I just think that's the nature of these drops. Like, I was trying to get this. Kith did an NFL collab, and they had Eagles stuff. I wanted it so badly, but I always go into these things thinking I'm not going to get it. Like, if I come out of it getting what I wanted, I feel lucky, and like, it was a nightmare. It was like going to my cart, and then I would try to check out, and it would redirect me. I was like losing my mind. Like, I was getting really, really frustrated. I really wanted this hoodie, and it would like tell me I had it, and then it would kick me out. It happened like I think I did it like 7 times before I was like, Ashley, stop, you're going crazy. And I was so mad, but I like know that's the nature of these things. I mean, like, Netflix can't figure this shit out sometimes, you know, when people are trying to watch like with the thing, like their live finale or even the Mike Tyson fight, like people were like the hugest companies in the world sometimes can't figure these things out on the technology side, but I cannot imagine writing it in the comments like, you owe me. Like, I just assume I'm not going to get these things because everybody wants them.
Well, that's the definition of a drop, right? Is that it's limited time and only a few people get it. It's this special, like, speaking of Beyonce, she did this drop with like Adidas, and like, it's like, if you get it, great, and it's a finite amount. I will say the cups were beautiful. I love LoveShackFancy. It's very expensive, but like, it's very like girly and cute, and they looked really nice. And I understand people wanted these for like Christmas gifts for family, but it's a cup.
It's a cup.
To storm the internet and be like, you need to apologize to me personally, and I didn't get my cup.
Some of these comments are so crazy. Someone wrote, Kim, there's people that are dying. I like loved it. Like, how did this sell out before 12 p.m. Eastern time? What did you expect? It just
before 12 p.m. It sold out at 9 a.m. the second it went online.
Let's see. No excuses. These are on eBay for $200.
The fact that there is a resale market for these cups, by the way, is incredible.
Cancel Stanley. Definitely losing a customer. And listen, I get it. People are upset. You know, you're allowed to be upset about whatever you want. And I was wondering if anyone was in there writing that they got one. And Taylor put this in her story. Someone wrote, got mine, so in love.
I saw one girl that you sent me an unboxing of. She got 2.
Like, Taylor wrote, read the room, Riley. Like, I'm sorry, what an icon.
You can't go over there and comment like, hee hee hee.
See everyone like at war in the comments. And you're like, I got mine. Hee hee hee. Like, I'm sorry, I probably would do that.
I gotta know how many they made, by the way. Like, okay, I'm very curious.
Well,
do you know?
The thing too. Like, and you don't have to tell people, you know, like, but I am curious if, you know, they should take some ownership of this. You know what I mean? Like, they should have known people were going to act like that. Like, I don't really know what they would have done, but you know, sometimes these things, you can't really anticipate them. And basically, Stanley and LoveShackFancy had to put together a joint statement to our Stanley ex LoveShackFancy family. We want to extend a sincere thank you to all of you who've shown so much love and excitement for our latest holiday collaboration. We are constantly overwhelmed by the outpouring of support. Due to high demand, this limited edition capsule sold out in minutes. And in turn, we learned that some of you faced issues when trying to check out. At LoveShackFancy, we want to extend an apology to those of you who experienced these problems and frustrations yesterday. We are constantly striving to prep our site and are committed to creating a seamless customer service and shopping experience. Thank you to our community for your love and dedication throughout this amazing partnership.
Crisis PR about a cup. I love it so much.
It's wild to me to think you're going to get it. I guess I operate differently. Like there was one time where I got almost everything I wanted from an Ivy Park drop. Remember, I was like losing my mind. I was like, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Like, how are you? Like, you don't even care about any stuff like this, do you really?
I mean, and same goes for concert tickets, concert tickets, limited edition drops, shoes, purses and stuff. But like, I'm also aware that there's like thousands of bots online that are literally created to get this.
And is unfair.
And so, but like, I go into this assuming that like I wouldn't get it because like people have like literally created internet bots to like get me out of this.
Which also is like infuriating.
Yeah.
And when it comes to even like now restaurant reservations in New York City or concert tickets, and we hate that like our tickets are on resale sites and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know, like I don't have the patience or dedication for this type of thing. I'm never going to camp out for tickets to anything. Like I'm just kind of more like, if I get it, I get it, but people, this was their whole life.
I have to be happy with the alternative, which is just drink out of a glass.
I mean, Raina, I started going down a rabbit hole of people have hundreds of Stanley Cups. Like a lot of people have like 40, which is diabolical, but like hundreds. Like,
There's like
and
a
I
display
get it. I mean,
case?
people like to collect stuff, but to me, it's like so wild to collect something that its intended purpose is to stop the consumption.
This is so funny.
So, to Riley and everyone else who got theirs and love it, like good for you.
I'm dying to see if they like drop another one. Like it seems like you could probably like make these and like get them out there again pretty easily. I'm dying to see.
Yeah. And is there like a pre-sale code sign up,
Like Amex members get in first.
They partner with Chase. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we enjoyed watching the drama unfold.
Okay, so looking forward to 2025, this company Nameberry dropped the baby name trends of 2025, and they're predicting what the big trends are going to be, and there are a lot. You guys, I actually can't believe how many categories they came up with.
Yes. And so I want to make it clear that these aren't necessarily going to be taking over, but these are like the trends. So you'll still see them sparingly, but these are names that thousands of people are naming their kids, and they put them in different buckets.
So you guys can go to nameberry.com and see all this, but I picked a few, I just cherry picked a few to share with you guys that really are my favorite, most ridiculous categories. The first one is country rebrand.
Okay.
I feel like I really gravitate towards these names. Huck, Hatcher, Elsie, Clover.
Okay.
Coy. Okay, landscape names.
Okay.
Is another trend so camp, branch.
Oh my God.
Land, grove, creek, coast. They're just saying stuff.
Also under landscape names, cove, acre, canyon, flint, and oak.
They're just picking things that exist in the world.
Oak and acre. That's like a men's grooming line. Like
Oak.
Acre. My name's Acre.
Listen, I really feel like anybody in this landscape names category is going to be hot. Oak is going to be hot as fuck. Cove. Marsh. My next favorite for you, otherworldly names.
Is this celestial? Yes. Okay.
No.
Oh.
That's a different trend.
Okay.
But similar.
It is similar because
Similar vein.
There is an article pulled from Well and Good that the celestial baby names are taking off as well, which kind of makes sense. And I don't really hate a lot of these.
I like the Celeste, Apollo, Aries,
Aurora.
Love that.
Luna. Luna's been around. Sol, like just SOL, sun in Spanish. Orion. I feel like, okay, and this, the Well and Good article says other cosmic names parents are seizing: Apollo, Aries, Mars. No.
Mars.
This is my baby Mars.
Don't stop it.
Yes, and Celeste and Celine. I like Luna a lot, but it's
I
kind of
love
giving
Luna.
dog. I feel like a lot of people have dogs named Luna.
Okay, let's not do Luna.
Well, it's just, sometimes names are kind of like dog names, but it's also like plenty of people. I love a lot of people. I mean, we love the name Bella. How many people have a dog named Bella? It's one of those things. There's just not many dogs named Ashley. That's insane.
There's no dogs named Ashley. That would be crazy. I do like when I meet dogs that have like human names.
Yeah, like Jessica.
Really human names.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Or like Thomas. Yeah.
Otherworldly was like a little bit different. Fae, which comes from the ACOTAR books.
Okay. Like that. Okay.
Cosmo, Aslan.
Oh my God.
Ender, Evren. It's just made up words.
And then there was also a TikTok that this came from Nameberry. And some of this is from Nameberry and some is from Baby Center. The celestial names, the Well and Good article pulled from Baby Center. But I wanted to play this TikTok for you. And this is the top actual baby names, like currently state by state.
The Social Security Administration just released the top baby boy and girl names in each state. So let's go through them one by one. In Alabama, it's Olivia and William. Charlotte and Liam in Alaska. Olivia and Liam, the top baby names nationally in Arizona. Also Olivia and Liam in Arkansas. Olivia and Noah in California. Charlotte and Liam in Colorado. Olivia and Liam in Connecticut. Charlotte and Noah in Delaware. Charlotte and Liam in DC. Olivia and Liam in Florida. Also Olivia and Liam in Georgia. Hawaii is always unique. We have Isla and Elijah. Double
Isla.
O's, Olivia and Oliver in Idaho. Olivia and Noah in Illinois. Charlotte and Oliver in Indiana. Also Charlotte and Oliver in Iowa. Amelia and Liam in Kansas. And Amelia and Liam in Kentucky. Again, Amelia and Liam in Louisiana. We have Charlotte and Theodore in Maine. Olivia and Liam in Maryland. Charlotte and Noah in Massachusetts.
Okay, so you get the gist.
Wait, Ashley, do you know? I mean, I know I've talked about this on the show before, but like my whole life, I've always said if I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Charlotte. My grandmother's name was Charlotte, and my grandfather's name is Charlie. I always thought I'd have a daughter. I'd name her Charlotte. I'd call her Charlie. This ring that I wear every day is the Charlotte ring.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this has happened.
The Olivia thing is wild. Olivia and Liam, I mean, it just across the board. And that was a 2023 so you guys know.
Do you think a lot of, I mean, there has to be an explanation. Like the reason why I want to name my daughter Charlotte is my grandmother's name. These are older names, Olivia, Charlotte. Like I wonder if this is a lot of like people's grandparents' names and this is why it's coming back into favor.
It's a trend. I mean, Ashley is one of the most popular girl names in the world. Obviously, or in the US at least. Yeah, for our age, but like it's crazy because I was born in 83. That's going to sound crazy to a lot of you guys. And my mom did not know one person named Ashley. My mom got the name from Young and the Restless, Ashley Abbott. There were no Ashleys. Like it was so unique that there was this woman on this soap opera named Ashley. My mom was like, I'd never seen that before. It was not a thing. And I know one Ashley older than me, like to speak of, like one friend from college. There were no Ashleys in my town older than me. Like I know everybody in my town. I go off to school. I had 5 in my class. My mom was like, what the fuck is this? Like she thought she was being so original. She'd never heard it before. And I'm telling you that like it literally started in 83. There were like 10 in my grade and none any older than me in my whole town to speak of. It's like, it's interesting to me. I think names are so fascinating of like how the trend just like picks up and like everybody's doing it at the same time. They all got it from somewhere, like I'll talk to other Ashleys my exact age and they're like, my mom got it from Young and the Restless too. Like it's kind of a crazy thing.
That is where it came from?
Well, that's how she heard of it. There were obviously Ashleys before. There was an Ashley, Gone with the Wind.
But it had to there has to be like an inflection point, like how everybody thought this was so unique, but it's everybody's name.
Right. And so like it takes a little bit of time. So I guess you would not 83 is probably not like the main year for Ashley's, but then you probably look a few years later and it was like insane. Like I'm sure, 85, 87, it like went crazy. Like Olivia, what's the other Olivia and the other name that's like so popular? Obviously Charlotte. Sophia, yes. Which is Olivia and Sophia.
It's the only I really thought I was so original. I thought Sophia was so beautiful, but my cousin Casey has a daughter with the name Sophie, and I was like, okay, so that's out. And so I'll just do Charlotte. I had thought I was so original. Who's gonna be named that?
I didn't know Charlotte was this popular.
I had no clue.
Girlfriend of mine from college has a Liam, which I love. I love Oliver.
Love Oliver.
Yeah.
Oh, what a nice name.
And these are just they're like kind of old school. I mean, it's fascinating. So that TikTok blew my mind that it's like across the board. There's like literally, with the exception of like Hawaii, that's going to be different. Like the same 5 names, 6 names.
It's just like, I find it so fascinating that we're hearing about the Steves, Johns, and Chris's of tomorrow. Like, it's going to be like, we always say like, trust no Chris. It's going to be like, trust no Oliver someday. Like anybody named, I don't know. Like do you know what I'm saying? Like, are people being named? I guess Christopher will always be a name because it's derived from Christ and like it'll always be a name.
Right, yeah.
But like Steve, like, is it on the way out?
Steve,
Michael?
imagine naming your kid Steve now.
But everybody did. Like,
yeah.
Like, are those names on the way out?
Yes, I think so. You're right. There's some classics that like stand the test of time, but it's like these names are coming back in like those grandmother-like names.
The grandma names. Like, I feel like Matthew will always, isn't Matthew like a biblical name?
Yeah.
Did I make that up? Okay. So
It
that'll
definitely
always,
is.
anything like biblical, I
Right,
think will
that
stand
is
the test of
true.
time.
Yeah.
But like, you're not going to have to deal with a Steve ever again.
Yeah.
Like, you young girls are so lucky.
Yeah, I don't hate a Steven, but
No.
Steve, that is a
just run.
choice. Yeah. And when are these Aiden names going to get out of here? Listen, I know I'm offending so many people. I don't care. I hate the male Aiden names. I hate like Aiden, Hayden, Jaden, Braden.
Braden. We had a Braden in our school. He was hot.
Well, Braden is just the guy with the earrings from The Bachelorette. Like wasn't he named Braden?
Oh, yeah.
Austins. You don't hear a lot of Austins anymore. Justin, Dustin. You don't see that a lot anymore. I'm trying to think of people I know that like had kids recently. You always see a Luca. Luca will stand the test of time.
I love a Luca. But I couldn't name my kid Luca. That's like Italian appropriation. Nico, like stuff like that.
Oh, I like Nico.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I find it fascinating that we're like hearing the Ashleys of the future. Mm-hmm. Ashleys of the future are Olivia.
Yeah. And Sophia, yeah. Reese was huge.
Oh, Reese. Do you think people, okay, so you know like there's like a million ways people spell Ashley. You think people are like switching it up with Olivia, or there's like they're throwing a Y in there?
I have a lot of feelings on name spellings that are crazy. I don't know. I think you do it your disservice to your kid a little bit. You know, like if their name's super complicated to spell or super out of the ordinary, but I don't know, maybe it like makes you different. I think it's pretty crazy. I wasn't named ASHLEIGH because my dad's name is LEIGH, which is like would have made sense, but I think my mom was like, spell it normal.
I think the most common way is your way.
Yeah, ASHLEY.
My name is Reina means queen in all these languages, and people are always like REINA, but that's how you spell it. So mine's spelled different, but I think it's spelled really pretty. So
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I
never
phonetically.
Yeah, I never knew yours was different. That's how I would spell it. If you said spell Raina, I would spell RAYNA.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our baby name report going into 2025. And again, it sounds like these standard names, the Olivias, the Liams, the Charlottes are going to hold true. But all these other ones, like we'll have to see what shakes out with the Oaks and the Acres.
The Oaks and the Acres.
And the Lunas. Let's just take another quick break and then we'll get back into it. I am telling you guys about Fresh Direct. Okay, so I love this company so much. When I moved to New York, I started using it right away. I already knew about it. I knew that I was going to move there and just start using it right away to get all of my fresh groceries, fruits, veggies, meats, and it's just such a great experience. So Fresh Direct is farm to kitchen, food sourced directly from farmers, fishermen and ranchers delivered straight to your door, really just high quality food. You know, there's tons of low quality food in this country. And, you know, I always want to eat the best stuff that I can. And it really saves you time because you don't have to go to the store. It just shows up straight to your door. Fresh Direct says they're 7 days fresher than the grocery store. And you can really see the difference. And this is great. So you don't have to go to the grocery store, lug a bunch of groceries back home, maybe go up a bunch of stairs or go in your elevator and
saved my life when I lived in New York.
Arms are breaking, you know, from the weight. And so I really just love that. The convenience is unbeatable. Again, you can just like get online and you can grocery shop. I mean, there's been so many times that I've been like, oh, you know, I need groceries. And I just like pull it up and I have them and they're at my door when I get home. It is really the only true replacement for a grocery store. Then again, just everything that you need. There's pantry staples, specialty items, all at really great prices. And you're just really going to love the quality and the convenience, of course. So for over 20 years, Fresh Direct has been delivering the freshest fruits, vegetables, and meats to the tri-state area. Don't take our word for it. Try to believe it with $50 off your first order. Go to freshdirect.com and use code GGE. That's freshdirect.com, code GGE for new customers to save $50 off their first order. Terms and restrictions apply. See site for details.
Okay, and with Robinhood Gold, you don't need a silver spoon to eat up the financial favors of the 1%. Robinhood Gold allows others to get the rates and perks usually reserved for the high society. Now, the resourceful individual with Robinhood Gold can earn the very liberal rate of 4.25% APY on uninvested cash and be rewarded with a handsome 3% retirement boost on IRA account contributions. Robinhood Gold provides the privilege of a high net worth for any net worth. These generous benefits are now available for only $5 a month. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. Sign up at robinhood.com/gold. Terms apply. For product specific disclosures, visit robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates may change. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Okay, this is my Super Bowl.
Take it away.
Holiday movie preview. Some of these are already out, but these are going to be some of the hottest holiday movies for the season across all platforms. We have streaming, we have cable, whatever you guys are into. And I am a slut for holiday movies. I always have been. I've veered away from Hallmark, but they're just too cheesy. But I used to watch them. And I was watching Hallmark holiday movies, Lifetime, whatever, those networks really before like Netflix got in on it. And now Netflix is like all in.
You really turned me on to this. This wasn't like, this isn't my tradition, but like you always like to watch this stuff with your family. I spent Christmas with you guys. So it's your thing. Take it away.
Okay, so we have 10. And Raina's going to commentate, obviously.
I mean, honestly, no, I just want to let you fly.
But they're in order, like chronologically of when they're coming out. So again, some are already out and some are going to be released. So there are so many. I mean, Hallmark, I don't even know how they do it. They put out like 100 a year. Like, I don't know what they're doing.
Well, they don't spend money on scripts. There's certainly no plot development to be spoken of.
And I have to say that it is not really my nature to like this sort of like corny writing, acting. Like, I like the nostalgia of it all and like the hometown vibes and like the Christmassy vibes, but it isn't. I wish they would be spicier, and that Netflix has provided some of that, but they still can feel very corny. And you know, we'll get to it.
So these are the ones that you're the most excited about.
These are just kind of the ones that are everyone's most excited about. I mean, we referenced multiple lists.
Okay.
I have seen just 2 of these that are out. And then it's the ones that are the most highly anticipated.
Okay.
So I kind of cherry picked the ones that are like across the board, most highly anticipated. Okay. So number 1, this is Meet Me Next Christmas. This is currently on Netflix. It stars Christina Milian.
Okay.
Dipping low, moving up slow. And then she, on a quest to reconnect with the man of her dreams, who she meets in the Sky Club. No, she meets in an airport lounge. She races across New York City to find a ticket to a sold-out Pentatonics Christmas Eve concert. So,
What is Pentatonics?
do you not know the Pentatonics?
Well, I don't know what that word is.
They're like an a cappella group. Do you know the Pentatonics?
Yeah.
So the Pentatonics are in it. Did you know this, Tessa? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the real Pentatonics are in the movie. So I'm watching
This
it.
is like a big deal.
Kinda.
They're
Okay.
a big Christmas.
They're huge.
Like,
Okay.
especially for Christmas, they're a big band.
Yes. Oh, I love the fucking Pentatonics. Me and my brother were obsessed. So they're like a cappella, but they're like edgy and cool, and they sound really cool, and they, you know, they do the hits. So anyway, it's cute, it's corny, it's fine. I made my fiance watch it. I said, "What'd you think?" He said 2 out of 10. I was like, "Okay, it's not your vibe," but like I think he was kind of fucking with me. We liked it enough. But it's like the real Pentatonics, the whole group.
Okay.
And Christina Milian. Okay. So next is Hot Frosty. And I watched it last night. Did you watch it?
I watched it last night too.
What'd you guys think?
Okay, here's the thing. Again, so it stars.
These are not built to be. You're not supposed to like it.
So it stars Gretchen Wieners, and she plays a woman named Kathy. I'm like, are we this old?
Yes.
So Gretchen Wieners, who Lacey Chabert is the star, and she basically brings this snowman to life.
This is what you did last night.
And when he comes to life, he's butt naked. And I thought it was going to be a little spicier.
His dick's out?
The scarf is covering his dick. He has a scarf. And she's a widow. She runs a diner. But the thing that it's fine. I watched it. It was cute. A friend of ours, Fat Carrie Bradshaw, that's his handle. He did a review of it, and it's like everybody like liked it. Everybody like loved and hated it. You know, it's corny, but the thing that I think that they could have just made it not as corny. Craig Robinson's in it. Like, it's got a great cast.
Do
Like,
you think that they're like making these and they're like not corny enough? Make it cornier.
I know that they're supposed to be fun for the whole family, but why can't you just make it feel like nobody wants this? You know, I know that's a matter of like writers and directors and everything, but why can't they just feel a little less corny? That's just my whole issue with them.
I mean, there's tons of stuff that I like that's like fun for all ages that like still appeals to me intellectually, like Coraline,
Right.
which is incredible, or Harry Potter.
Okay, right. But I know.
That's a kid's movie, but like it stood the test of time for me as an adult.
Yeah. So the snowman comes to life. Someone in Fat Carrie Bradshaw's comments said it's giving Edward Scissorhands, which I thought was so hilarious. I think it's more like Elf, like Buddy the Elf comes to life, and like, how can you want to fuck that guy? But you know, she does it, but they don't, not like they show it. And
You think it would give you the ick if somebody was formerly a snowman?
they're like trying. Well, that is so funny. He's got a little.
I was like, how could you want to fuck him?
He's got a carrot for a dick. This one moment I want to tell you, my favorite moment of the whole thing, is the snowman is watching TV for the first time and he's flipping through. And what comes up on the screen is one of Lindsay Lohan's Christmas movies, the one last year we watched with my mom. Yes. And Gretchen Wiener says, I think I went to high school with her.
Oh,
died.
Callback of the century.
Not only it's like a Netflix movie on, but it's like, oh my God, the Mean Girls, like the layers to it.
This is amazing. Are we doing this for all 10?
No. Okay. Those are just the 2 I watched. Okay, so I'm just going to breeze through them. Number 3, I picked a BET one. BET does great movies. This one stars Mario. We love Mario. You should let me love you. And this is a fashion designer, a fashion designer on the brink of losing everything, tries not to fall for a famous R&B heartthrob who hires her to style the Christmas tour. I'm so excited for this.
Style the Christmas tour. I could do
But he's going to play like an R&B. Like I love it when they kind of play like a character like that. Okay, next up, the one that I'm the most excited about. I'm watching this weekend with my fiance. I told him he has to. And this is The Merry Gentleman. This came out yesterday on Netflix. And it is starring Chad Michael Murray. And it's about male strippers.
I've missed him.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to see him as a stripper.
So it says to save her parents' small town performing venue, a former big city dancer decides to stage an all-male Christmas-themed review.
He's a little old to be a stripper.
He looks hot.
Does he?
Yeah.
That guy's
You love an old stripper. So
Who else do I love that's an old stripper? That guy last week was like 10 years younger than me.
You had one.
I had an old stripper?
Older. 40s.
Who is a stripper in their 40s that I'm into?
Well, there's been one on the tour.
What? That guy's not 40.
Yes, he is.
That guy's 40.
Yes.
No. That guy at Hard Launch? He looked good. He's beautiful.
Last year, right before Christmas, I posted on my Instagram story. I have the receipt. I said, we need Christmas movies with fucking in them. Like, where are the sexy Christmas movies? Like, why are people not making ones that are rated R, that are not... Seriously!
She's like, I'm trying to watch porn in my family's living room.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do they all have to be family friendly?
Well, like Santa fucks you. Like you're
just
sitting on Santa's lap and then like you're not wearing panties.
It can still be the same premise. It can still be like hometown, Kathy's diner, or whatever the fuck. Hot
and then you
snowman.
fuck at the diner.
Yes, like why aren't they sexier?
I don't get it.
All we have is like, I don't love Actually. Like where are the like horny Christmas movies
for people without kids?
Thank you.
You know, I would like something that focuses on me because I'm not going to have a kid in the living room with me.
Thank you.
And
They're never fucking never.
That is true.
It pisses me off. So I don't even know if the strippers are going to be fucking, but anyway, The Merry Gentleman. And we have 2 that I think are like kind of rivals. We have Christmas in the Spotlight, which is Lifetime, November 23rd. It comes out. A famous singer and a football star begin dating, but their budding romance faces intense public scrutiny, yada, yada, basically Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. But then
that's what I want to watch.
We have Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story.
What?
This is coming out on Hallmark. Cameos on November 30th. Cameos by Jenna Bush, Donna Kelce, Travis
Donna's
Kelce.
in it?
Donna's in it.
No, they got Donna?
Andy Reid.
I'm still stuck on. They got Donna.
Yes, and some of the players.
No. How much did Donna make for this?
On Hallmark.
It's crazy.
So we have a Chiefs love story coming out November 30th, and then Christmas in the Spotlight, which is just November 23rd. So which is going to be better? I mean, maybe the one that has the actual
Donna.
Chiefs in it.
The one that is Donna.
Our Little Secret, Lindsay Lohan, Netflix, November 27th. It's about 2 resentful exes, must spend Christmas together. We love that. And we love Lindsay from last year. She's in her holiday movie era on Netflix. Dear Santa, that is going to be Jack Black, is starring in that. Paramount Plus, November 25th. Nutcrackers, which is going to be Ben Stiller, stars in that, which is going to be really fun. It's about these siblings. And it's like this comedy drama that is going to be on Hulu on November 29th. And then one that I think you might be interested in, this is called Carry On. This is like a suspense. And this is going to be on Netflix December 13th. A mysterious traveler blackmails a young TSA agent into letting a dangerous package slip through security and onto a Christmas Day flight. So this is giving kind of like, it's Christmas related, but it's going to be like a
thriller.
Thriller.
So it is for adults.
Maybe
there'll be some fingering in it.
Yeah. If someone doesn't get their pussy licked in any of these movies, I'm boycotting Christmas.
I really do want to watch a Santa themed porn. Like you're not wearing any panties and you sit on his lap. I really feel like somebody should do this.
But we have these in our app. So for our Vibes Only app, we have a lot of these home for the holidays erotic audio stories because it's a fantasy that a lot of people have. And it's like Hallmark and Netflix, they all play into this fantasy that we all have, but there's no sex. So I'm like, I don't know. We should just start
We should
making
just do
these.
it.
Yeah. This is our
That's
second career.
this is our idea. That's trademarked.
Yeah.
Okay. That's ours now.
Horny holiday movies. I'll start a whole network. Okay, so
all
those
right,
are the
there's
10.
a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. I will be watching The Merry Gentleman this weekend. And then maybe we'll watch the Lindsay Lohan one as our tradition over Christmas. But we're also going to be watching Baby Girl on Christmas, which not a holiday movie. And we're going to be watching Beyonce. So we have a lot of plans on Christmas Day already.
Exciting.
Okay. Well, hope you guys liked the breakdown and everything else we talked about.
Yeah. Lots to look forward to. Lots to watch. A lot of headlines this week.
I know. We got through it. Lots of names to name your baby.
We will be back on Monday. We are taking the Thanksgiving Thursday of the snack off, but of course we'll still see you on Monday.
Yeah, we'll see you guys Monday. Girlsgottaeat.com to get those tickets to our final 5 shows of the year in New York and Boston. We just have tickets left for 2 of those shows. Girlsgottaeat.com, Girls Gotta Eat podcast on Instagram and TikTok. I'm Ash Hess. Raina is Raina.Greenberg. Vibes Only, the Vibes Only app for your actual horny holiday stories. And subscribe on YouTube. And we will see you guys Monday.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Bye.